Today we are looking at the following essential questions. Essential question number 1, what makes analytical writing different from other types? Essential question number 3, how do I make my analysis more interesting to my readers? And essential question number 4, what kind of organization could be used in this form of writing? We're going to be in the content section of our Learning Target packet today, and we are looking at Learning Target number 3 and Learning Target number 4. Now, normally our mini lesson videos are found in the writing mini lesson section, but you're watching this video to begin your writing time today. Learning target number 3 states to cite several pieces of textual evidence in the form of facts, definitions, and concrete details to support the claims made in your analysis. Now, as we work our way through the process, we start with obviously breaking down that prompt, looking for those 2 skills that we need to go back in the text and look for. We then go back in the text and look for how we want to address the 2 skills from the prompt. After we do that, we take the time to create a thesis statement. The thesis statement should address the task of the prompt specifically, and it should obviously have been written after you went back and looked in the text, because it should be specific to what you have to say to address that prompt. Once that thesis is made, we create an outline. That outline helps us to organize when we want to talk about each of the points we make in our thesis statement. And so that's just sort of the background of the process as we get into creating and determining our evidence. Once we have our thesis statement and we've organized it in our outline, our thesis statement is our main claims. It represents all of the claims we want to discuss throughout our paper. When we separate it and spread it out in our body paragraphs, we're taking our overall central idea from our thesis statement and developing each body paragraph into clear claims that address the thesis. In each of those body paragraphs, we need to make sure that we are citing our text evidence. What does that look like? Each body paragraph, there should be a cited, directly quoted from the text evidence with quotation marks wrapped around it. That evidence must support the claim for that paragraph in order for it to be an evidence of high and good and substantial quality. In other words, your evidence must connect clearly to your claim for that paragraph, which should obviously be a clear connection to that specific thesis statement that you've created and stated in your introduction. Learning target number 4 reminds us that we need to make substantial references to the text, because that will support our writer's purpose, which is our thesis statement. The purpose for our writing is to address and explain and support our thesis statement. What's substantial mean? Substantial means we have evidence that's 1, of good quality, and 2, we have enough there to support the claim. Every claim should have a piece of evidence. If you have a body paragraph, every body paragraph should contain at least 1 strong quoted piece of evidence to support it. Remember, those claims are your mini thesis statements. Your thesis statement is all of the stuff you're going to talk about in your body paragraphs. Each claim, each body paragraph is a specific reference connecting back to the thesis. So every body paragraph should have at least 1 strong supporting evidence, quoted word for word from the text, that clearly connects to the point we're making in that body paragraph. So at this time, I'm going to ask that you start thinking about, with the outlines from the last 3 days, I want you to go back into those texts, open up that poem, and put in a quoted evidence in your body paragraph of your outline. Make sure quotation marks are around them, and make sure that it does in fact connect to nicely your claim for that paragraph. You're just quoting the evidence only. No explanation or anything else, but I want to see you, and I want you to start putting quoted evidence into the outlines for this week. What outlines for this week? Good Taste, the poem For I Still Rise, the poem Mother to Son. So go ahead and start practicing finding a good quality quote that helps to connect to your body paragraph claim for each of your paragraphs.